What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Caleb, we've been hanging out for a couple hours now.
Yeah.
And you haven't once commented on the fact that I'm wearing a red shirt and blue shorts for America. It is Tuesday, July 5th of 2022 as we record this.
That's right.
And I am very patriotic.
On the wrong day.
Well, is there a wrong day
Yeah, I
to
think so.
love our country? Didn't 4th of July feel horrible this year? I just ignored it and I just had a good time. But a bunch of stuff happened in our country.
Right,
It just
yeah.
made me hate this place
Yeah, it's
so
a
much.
bummer. I mean, I guess none of them have been great for
Sure.
everybody. Like the first one, I'm sure the Indians were like, y'all are doing what?
Yeah, totally. Independent. We would also like to be independent.
Right. And they're like, oh, can we? And they're like,
No.
no.
Also, most of the people who live here are not. Just us white guys are gonna, wow, what a bummer way to start the episode. We don't normally,
it's funny. I like
but it's
the
true.
idea of because they all got hammered in Virginia or Philadelphia or something. Then they went back home to their wives and they're like, honey, I'm so pumped. We came up with the greatest, most incredible system of government in the history of the world. And she's
Yeah.
like, we can vote. And he goes, no.
No.
But it's probably.
It is so funny, honey. You're not gonna believe it. We have independence, and she's like, "Can I have a job?" No. Nope. And you can't leave.
Also, I need you to work the plow.
Yeah. Totally.
Round up all 9 of our kids. Kids.
Kids, I'm gonna hit you now. Kids, I'm gonna hit you, and literally everybody else, except my buddies over in that big, nice building at the Capitol.
It is funny that our first villain was England.
I know.
The funniest little country. They're such a horrible villain. Like even in The Patriot, they're like, "Ooh, the dirty Brits."
Yeah, totally.
Like the generals personally want all your sons dead. It's like they really had to go hard on to make them.
It is funny too. I've always thought that was funny that for a long time it was like the British and the French were at war.
Yeah.
The two lamest groups of people of all time. And look, man, let's just be real. I don't hate you, whoever you are, but the English and the French, it's like I feel like they're at the bottom of the list of groups of people that are cool.
It'd be funny if there was a boxing match between Macklemore and Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
You'd be like, why?
Yeah, totally.
I want to see that YouTuber fight Floyd Mayweather. That's what I want to see.
At their height, at the height of the French Empire, everybody wore like a huge wig and had white makeup.
Isn't
You know
that
what I mean?
Crazy.
You're like committing genocide.
Right.
And the British just like truly killing everyone whilst having tea.
Yeah,
Like you
having
can't even
tea.
be a badass while
Yeah.
you're being a fucking imperialist. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to need some biscuits while I kill millions. Biscuits.
I heard a theory that one of the reasons that we became an independent country was that they were surprised by how hot it was. The British.
Really?
Yeah, they sent them over here and they're like, ah.
Oh, we don't want to go there.
Yeah, they're like in South Carolina sweating their little
humidity.
English balls off.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, mosquitoes. And they're like, fine, fucking
Yeah, you
whatever.
see
dude.
they're all wearing the shit the Beatles wear in Sgt. Pepper's, and they're like trying to make it through a swamp. Little
Yeah,
cups of
totally.
tea clanking together.
Yeah, totally. Oh, well, we could have won that battle, but Mike Cobbler couldn't make it through the weeds.
Beginning to think we shouldn't be wearing these high heels.
There you go. That's an actual accent. I was just doing whoever this is. Hello,
I'm a British officer today.
I'm the captain of London. I don't know anything about anywhere.
The captain.
London has a captain, I think.
They
His
gotta
name's-
stop with those fuzzy hat guards that don't talk. What's the point of that?
Yeah, totally.
They're still doing that?
Yeah, just standing in front of Buckingham Palace. They all look like Marge Simpson, all of them. Just fucking 10 Marge Simpsons out there,
Yeah.
can't move.
I wouldn't feel
Man.
safe if I was the queen.
Put on your Marge Simpson hat, stand out there, and don't look at kids. I wouldn't feel safe if I was the queen either.
No.
Why does the queen, the Pope is the one that gets like a bulletproof car?
Right.
The queen's like 95. She's bowling.
Yeah, I don't get it. No one has tried. Has no one ever attempted that?
To kill the
Mhm.
queen?
Yeah, that seems like a silly man. You know,
Totally, dude.
Jodie Foster doesn't want you to kill the queen, so
I
no
feel like
way.
you can't assassinate the queen unless you're shooting at her with one of those guns that has like a bell shape at the end.
Also, it's rude to assassinate anyone in their 90s. you know?
Totally.
That's wrong. I'll say it.
Yeah. It's
Don't-
more like you're just kind of like trying to beat God. You're like, fuck you, God. I pick.
It would be funny to see somebody that like they got their like Lee Harvey Oswald perch and they shoot it and literally God's hand goes down like
Totally.
Monty Python and it's just like, come on,
Or like, yeah, like a ghost runs up and just like gives them cancer and they die.
it's just
And
too
like,
much.
come on, dude.
You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, wasn't Ronald Reagan? I read the article about it the other day how when the attempt on Ronald
Mhm.
Reagan's life, that was his 155th birthday. Yeah, he was the oldest living man at the time.
yeah, that is wild.
It's crazy.
And I'm also just like, come on, Secret Service, what are we
Hurry it
what
up,
are we
dude.
doing here? We're not gonna.
I know you work for the Treasury, but fucking, you know, you got.
Well, isn't it like, I don't know. There's been Eminem walks around with a couple of guys.
Yeah,
No one's killed him.
yeah,
The Secret Service, they've been following the presidents around. There's 100,000 of them. They work round the clock all the time. They have
Yeah.
a budget of $1 billion, and the president gets shot like every 20 years.
yeah.
You're like, what's going on?
It's been interesting ones too that
Yeah.
there have been attempts on their life, like
Garfield.
yeah, dude.
They killed Garfield.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Well, it
pretty
was
weird.
Monday.
Oh boy.
Mondays. It was Odie. Odie killed
oh.
President Garfield. Yeah, they.
Oh man. Man, I used to think that Garfield was the funniest thing there ever
Oh,
was
dude.
when I was a kid.
I used to watch that TV show all the
I
time.
never watched the show. What was the show on?
It was I don't remember. I would see reruns on TBS, but it was like I want to say an hour long. And
What?
So there yeah.
Good Lord, was he falling in love?
Well, there was other parts of it. So a big part of it was Garfield and Odie, but and he would like Garfield and John and Odie and Nermal and shit. There would be a story.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was another cartoon that was a part of the Garfield cartoon called U.S. Acres.
What?
That was like a bunch of farm animals that like hung out at a farm and had like little misadventures. It was like a pig and a cow.
But this is in the Garfield cinematic
Ye-
universe?
Yeah, well, I mean, they weren't. No, it was like. Did you ever see the Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
No.
Yeah, I can't believe I did. In the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, there was the Super Mario Brothers cartoon, and there was also a Zelda and Link cartoon.
Okay.
It was like that. Zelda and Link never interacted with Mario, but it was like part of the same animated variety show. So it was like
Okay.
that. There would be like 10 minutes of a Garfield cartoon and then 10 minutes of U.S. Acres.
Wow.
It was like a little pig hanging out with a little cow. And they were babies. They were like kids that hung out together. And it was like, oh, man, the pig got lost in the hay. And then the cow's got to find him. You know, stuff like that. Man, it's like
sounds
finding
pretty
a
good.
pig in a haystack.
I would love to write for a pig show.
Me too, dude.
What the pigs are up to.
Abso-fucking-lutely, man.
Wow.
I'd
Yeah,
love
I
to-
think we could write a great kids show.
Absolutely.
What characters would you want?
Shit and piss. Shit, yeah, dude. Toilet, U.S. Toilet,
US
starring Shit
Toilet.
Boy and Piss Girl.
Oh man.
And yeah, they just hang out, and they're like in love, but they're young and they don't
Kids
know
need
it.
to learn about pee and shit and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
The first time I had diarrhea, I thought I was like worried about shitting out of my dick because I was like, well, I'm clearly pissing out of my butthole.
Yeah, I
And
think this is sound logic.
I was like, I'm probably going to be dead within the day, but I don't want to bother my parents. But
Yeah.
my butt and my penis got mixed up. And,
Yeah.
no one told me.
yeah,
No one told me. I just
yeah.
kept
When you
living.
hit puberty, your butt and your dick switch.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
Damn, dude. Yeah. No,
It's gonna be hard not to sit on my balls.
I didn't
when
have a big brother, and I had like really closed off parents, and I moved a lot, so I didn't have anyone tell me about coming. I think I've talked about this on the show.
Maybe.
Like my penis would get hard, and it would feel good, so I would like, touch it, but I didn't know about anything else. And one day I
Right.
came for the first time. I was 15,
What?
and I was like, I think
This was on July 4th.
my yeah. Of course it was. Of course it was. It was at the top of the Empire State Building.
That was the finale of the.
Yeah, that's right. They every year they drop a 15-year-old boy out of a C-130 while doing a 21-gun salute, and he jerks off, and he has to come before he hits the ground, or his parachute won't
That's
open.
the part of King Kong that I just can't doesn't hold up.
Yeah,
Is
more
that-
like ding dong. You
is
know
that
what I mean?
if you're a 500-foot gorilla and you're in love with a woman
Mhm.
and you're not gonna jerk off, it's
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, what's
He's a
even gonna
500-foot
happen?
gorilla.
Totally.
Gorillas jerk off at the zoo when no one's even walking around.
I mean, King Kong in general, the fact that there's never been a King Kong movie where he beats off is weird. Because you're not
It's
wrong.
a monkey. He'd be
Apes-
throwing his shit.
Totally.
You know.
We should make a. That's what we should make. We should make a real King Kong movie where he's just throwing shit at the Eiffel Tower and fucking jerking off into the Seine. I don't know why he's in Paris. King Kong.
He's jerking off. You can get to Paris in like 45 minutes.
Totally.
He swam from Skull Island. Right?
There you go. So he swims to France from Skull Island.
Yeah.
Fucking throws shits in his hand, throws it at the Eiffel Tower, jerks off on the Louvre. Just comes all over that fucking glass diamond.
He puts
Or
King
pyramid.
Tut in his ass. The whole coffin just in his ass.
Totally,
Can't
dude.
stop King Kong.
What we would do is we would make one of the. You know how in Forrest Gump they inserted Forrest Gump into all these moments in history.
Yeah.
We would do that with King Kong. We'd be like, oh, that's how the Sphinx lost its nose. That's how the Liberty Bell broke.
Yeah, he broke those arms off of the Venus de Milo.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally. He parted the Red Sea.
Dude, that's one of my favorite cartoons. I don't know if it's a New Yorker or just an independent one, but it's like Moses parting the Red Sea, and there's a fish with a briefcase right at the wall going, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" Like on its way to work.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
That's so funny, dude. Did you know that I just saw it in my apartment. I was like, whatever, having one of those days where I just like wanted to watch shit and shut my brain off.
Mhm.
And I have Paramount Plus,
Whoa.
and yeah, for whatever reason, I started paying for it. Oh, because I wanted to see the Halo TV show, which
I
is
heard it's good.
It is good. It's like an
Okay.
actually good sci-fi show. Yeah. There's a movie I didn't even know existed, made by Ridley Scott, like 5 or 6 years ago, about Moses.
What?
It's called Exodus: Gods and Men.
Oh, that's where they got the white people to play.
And yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
didn't even
whites.
know they all play. All the Egyptians are played by like Christian Bale and Joel Edgerton and
That's funny.
fucking
Anya Taylor-Joy is Cleopatra.
yeah. No, Cleopatra is played by Sigourney Weaver.
What?
Dude,
Come on.
or Ramsey's mom is played by
That's
Sigourney Weaver.
funny, dude.
And John Turturro plays Ramsey's father, so it's like, okay, at least he's a brown guy, but he's still. It's like, yeah,
That's
it's wild. Dude.
insane.
It's really, really weird. It's really weird looking.
Well, Charlton Heston was Moses in the old days. That was pretty funny.
Totally.
He
Dude,
played a
Chris-
Mexican in a movie one time. They just gave him a mustache, and he was like, "Hello."
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh boy. So you watched it? You watched the?
Yeah, I mean, and it's like it's a Ridley Scott big
Yeah,
budget
Ridley
action
Scott's
movie,
great.
and also, the story of Moses is like fucking crazy. Like, there's some really cool stuff in it. Like
Yeah.
the plagues are all in it, and that was like really cool to see because it just they have the technology to make so like these people get slaughtered by alligators and turn the Nile red.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
then
Locusts.
and then there's like dead fish
yeah.
that fill up the Nile, and then frogs come out and just like cover them, and then they get enveloped by flies because of all the dead frogs, and then locusts come. It's like I was watching it, I was like, oh yeah, the Bible is totally a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
This shit is fucking
That's
nuts,
why people
dude.
go every week.
Yeah. Totally. Every week
go.
it's a new Con Air.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love the Moses story is really dope.
It's bananas, yeah.
I was talking to my dad about this. I didn't know there's a part in the Bible that people don't talk about much because it's kind of weird and cryptic. But there's a part after Moses is dead, God and the devil argue over what to do with his body.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy? And the devil's like, "Oh, you can't just do that." And God's like, "I can do whatever I want." It's like they're literally arguing.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I want to see that in a movie. I want to see Ridley Scott.
Wild. No, yeah, there's a part of the movie, a story that, I mean, like, I'm not very plugged into what happens in the Bible, so I'm like I don't remember. But I forgot that there's a part where they like mark their doors with
Yeah.
goat's blood because everyone who doesn't do that is going to have their kids murdered by God.
Yeah, the angel of death. It's so crazy. And
that's-
you got to put the blood.
That's one of the punishments for just being Egyptian.
Shouldn't have been Egyptian.
Shouldn't have been Egyptian. You should have been Jewish.
Yeah. Look
It's
out.
such a funny, like, wow.
And also, like, people think Biden's doing a bad job. I'd be like, dudes.
Yeah,
If Biden, can you imagine if Biden was president of Egypt and there were locusts?
totally.
Everyone's firstborn got murdered.
Yeah, totally.
Frogs.
You just get bug spray in the mail.
There's a lot of plagues going around.
There's a lot of places going. We're going to send you some off. Everybody gets three free cans off on the Pharaoh's dime. That's right. It's gonna be brought to you by courier.
There's a lot of people with an empty chair.
Yeah,
The
totally.
firstborn was murdered.
Yeah, sure. And a lot of our exporters got killed by alligators in the river, and we know that's bad, but we put a stop to that. There's no more alligators eating us up. Locusts are going to be gone soon, and flies will die. And,
I wonder who the pharaoh was before the pharaoh that let everybody die. That guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that must have been because they didn't vote back then, so I guess they were just powerless. But I'd be like, man, this
Yeah,
guy
who were the
sucks.
lame pharaohs? The
Yeah.
pharaoh, not the ones that were good, not the ones that were evil. Like the Jimmy Carters
Yeah,
of
we were like,
ancient
"Oh."
Egypt, where you were like, yeah, he was nice, you know. I agreed with what he thought. I think. Yeah.
I read that Jimmy Carter started a craft beer because we still had prohibition ass laws with
Oh,
breweries.
really?
So it was just like Coors, Busch, Bud. Like there weren't any like small breweries. The only ones that survived after prohibition were huge. And Jimmy Carter was like, "Come on, let everybody brew the beer."
Wow.
And that's when we got all the IPAs and
A
shit.
simpler time.
It was Jimmy Carter, and then people still hated him.
Yeah.
He
Well,
gave
I
us
think
good
about that
beer.
a lot. Like how some people. I'm sure. Like I just don't know the history of his presidency, so I'm sure there was shit that like really mattered that he either fucked up on or did well. I don't know, but like it's certainly not like now. And I just wonder what it would be like. Some people just weren't challenged.
Yeah.
Like Mayor Eric Garcetti of Los Angeles, California.
This guy.
He was elected, and he put a bunch of bike lanes in, and we were all like, "Hell, fucking yeah, dude! That's okay, sick." Downtown LA, like 10 square blocks of downtown LA, is now good for people on a bicycle, and
Yeah.
that's nice of you.
Yeah.
And then there was a global pandemic, and he murdered everybody. He just killed everybody. And he was like, yeah, and if you live in a tent, double fuck you. We're going to take your fucking tent and throw it in the trash. Could you imagine, by the way? That's one of the craziest parts. I think that specific detail is what radicalized me to straight up hate the fucking government and be a socialist. I'm just like, you what? You like looked at someone living in a tent and you were like, I'm going to take their tent. That's fucking crazy, dude. You didn't think about the fact that you're the mayor of all politics aside, truly, all the way that you think about how our financial system works and everything that you feel about identity politics and social politics. You looked at somebody. I don't even have an affiliation with anybody anymore. All I know is that everybody in power looks at somebody who doesn't have a home, who can't find a job for whatever reason, whether they just fell on hard times or have mental illness to the degree of like not being able to operate inside of society how it works. So they live on the street and they found a fucking tent and they live under a bridge and you're like, fuck you. That's your reaction to that is like, well, they smell bad.
Isn't
so
that wild?
we should throw their home in the garbage.
And it's like, imagine like the Bible, like Jesus, this is the time that Jesus threw all the tents in the trash.
Totally. It's
You're
like what? And sure, there's like, there are some people who like get in my face about Garcetti because there's like a handful of stuff that they tried. They made those like, there's stuff they tried, but I don't care. I don't care because another thing they did was that they took groups of tents and they threw them in the trash. And then they were like, well, now you should roam the earth. That's what we want.
Right, Rome.
We want you to roam. We don't want you to have shade or shelter. Once you've lost your shade and shelter, you should never, ever have it again. I just think it's like,
it's wild.
it's so crazy it makes me laugh. It's so psychotic, dude.
Yeah, what a weird solution. Like I was, we have a new mayor coming soon, right? I've heard. I don't know.
Sure.
There's something like that happening.
Oh, yeah.
And,
what was the
they're
I
all
was in New
arguing
York.
about
What was
it.
the result of the primary?
I think it's the top two. It's like Karen and the other guy.
And what's his nuts from the Grove?
Yeah, that guy.
That motherfucker. But he didn't automatically win.
No.
Good.
But they're like, it's so funny to watch their debates where some people are like, all right, here's what the people that don't have anywhere to go. What if we give them a place to go? And then the other guy's like, no,
Yeah.
let's throw their homes in the trash.
Dude, I really think that you should have to. I'm starting to think that one of the reasons the government is able to just like hardcore fuck us with their huge dick, we just like every year we give them a bigger dick and they fuck us harder with it. And I think they're like, can we have a bigger dick? And we're like, sure, take it, take my dick and make it part of your dick, and then fuck me in my ass with it. It's so crazy. They're like, we have more money to make our more hurtful out of our huge painful dick. Anyway, the reason that they're able to do it, I think, is because of the robotic language they use. I think that's one of the reasons they do it. I don't think it started that way. I think it's because everyone's stupid and they want to sound professional. So they're like, you know what I mean? What's like some of the language they use on C-SPAN? Just like, the gentleman from Missouri has informed us all that a new procedure has been set in place for the people of Missouri to discover firsthand the methods by which the government will be using to provide them with assistance. I think that you should have to use the dumbest language possible.
Yeah.
So you know what you're saying. Because those people are just like, well, certainly it might be imprudent to deprive the people that do not currently have shelter of their own, deprive them of the makeshift shelters that they have found and gathered together. Surely that might be imprudent. However, it also might be better for the other residents of the neighborhood. I think they should have to say, Yeah, it'd suck to throw their tent in the garbage. I think they should have to fucking say that.
Yeah. They should, or they should have a translate. They have somebody doing sign language next to them. There should
Just
be
like a normal guy being
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they're gonna throw them all in the trash.
yeah, they're gonna throw your house in the garbage.
Because I also get that they go, "Ooh, we got to work on mental health and drug abuse and all this stuff."
Yeah, we'll do
and
that.
I go, "Yeah, well, that's how we could keep him from being homeless.
Yeah.
10 years ago, but it's
we're
now.
here
What
now.
do we do?
Yeah.
I get how going forward, but it's just like, well, what do we do about the like? And they just don't want to. They want to.
I have an idea. How about they live in the bike lanes? How about that, motherfucker?
We're gonna mail you a piece of the bike lane. Everybody gets a brick from the bike lane. It's a heavy piece of mail.
Man. Also, real quick, we're so sorry about the Supreme Court. Holy moly. I know,
Oh man.
not to bum you out, but we're all thinking about it. I've never been more disappointed in my life.
Yeah, Dave was telling me right before we started, he thinks there should be more conservative justices.
Yeah. I think
They
we
should
should.
pack it with.
That's the thing. I want to pack the court with Republicans. That's what I think. Yeah.
I want to put little babies on the Supreme Court.
I think it should be illegal to bring up Roe v. Wade. That's what I.
I think all the pregnant justices should get 2 votes. That's my opinion.
That's where I'm voting for 2. Oh
And
man,
all your sperm, all the Catholic dudes, all their sperm get a vote.
that's right.
6 million to 3.
That's right.
And another landslide for the Catholics.
That's right. Man, 150 billion people voted for Donald Trump this year.
You got to be honest. Sperm won't Trump. All right. I know eggs vote for fucking Biden, but the sperm, what
Eggs
do they do?
vote for Biden.
Eggs
That's
vote for
so
Biden.
Funny.
Sperm votes
The
for Trump.
egg candidate. If you got an egg, you got a Biden. Wow. Hey, I just came up with a new slogan for Biden that he'll never use, but it's accurate. I'm Biden my time. You know what I mean? Hello. Welcome to the Democratic Party. We're Biden our time.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Uh,
It's really their slogan should be when people go, "Oh, it's managed decline," and I go, they should just say it. We're the Democratic Party. Manage decline.
manage decline.
What are we gonna not manage the decline? It's
Well-
gonna happen.
So, welcome to the Democratic Party. Everybody's a jerk off. I want honesty, you know? I want to take a left turn real quick. I got
Oh,
another
yeah.
piece of sad news. We just got to bang them all out. This is
Bang
one
them
of,
out.
It's been listen, thank y'all so much for, you know what? Let's just fucking, welcome to What's It Called?
Welcome to What's It Called?
Welcome
We
to
love
the
you.
goddamn show. We love you so
yeah.
much. This is our favorite thing. There's so much change happening. We
That's
banked a
true.
bunch of episodes, and so a month or 2 has passed since you heard from us, and there's all this change, but this show ain't going nowhere. We're still here. There's just a bunch of stuff to tell you about.
Right. Dave moved to New York. I moved to Canada.
Yeah, totally.
I moved back.
Yeah.
And we're in
Kyle's
the
dead.
office. Oh, we got our oh my god.
Producer died,
Yeah, our producer died.
and he died from us killing him
Yeah,
with
so
our bare
we
hands.
shouldn't have said that, but
Totally.
we want to be honest with our audience.
I think the reason he died is he drank too much El Segundo fruit.
The only beer that won't kill you.
Yeah, totally.
El
Yeah.
Segundo is so good. If you drink it, it makes you happy.
Yeah, and more alive.
It makes you filled with love.
Mhm.
It makes your sexual performance go like at least double.
Did you know that if you drink an entire 6-pack of Mayberry IPA from El Segundo Brewing, you are immediately a member of your local Elks Lodge?
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
that's-
that's free of charge.
That's true. If you couldn't tell, we are still very much sponsored by El
That's
Segundo
right.
Brewing.
The best brewery in the entire state of California.
And we get real fucking stupid about it, but their beer really is very good, and they're wonderful people. We're so happy to
And
work
there's no way to prove every other brewery is run by, pieces of shit.
with. Yeah,
who
but there's also
pay-
no way to prove it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
And just think of like the top 3 crimes that make you hate someone. I don't want to say them, but we all know the big ones. That's what other breweries are doing.
Every other brewery does all of those things.
And I don't want to name the breweries.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of breweries out there. They all suck.
Yeah.
And
Except
except El Segundo.
Yeah.
The Mayberry
totally.
IPA is good. The Broken Skull's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I might drink one right now.
I think I will drink one right now.
Let's drink one right
Let's
now.
drink one
Which
right
one
the
do you
fuck now. I would love a Mayberry. Hit me with a Mayberry, motherfucker. We still got a fridge. Yeah, so here's what's going on. We do actually, sadly, have to say goodbye to our amazing producer, Kyle Neal. And now you know why this episode sounds worse. And
He was a great producer. Here's how good he was. He got hired by Vox.
yeah,
You know,
Vox was like, help.
it was hard for us to compete with some beers from the fridge
Yeah.
versus their
No
they have
shit.
$1 billion budget. But
His name is Kyle Neal.
best producer ever.
He is truly, and it's NEAL. Find his work. If you're ever in the need of a producer, hiring somebody as an audio engineer or a video production engineer. Truly, I can't even say enough good things about him. Such a dope guy. So much
So
fun to work
cool.
with. So good at what he does. And I fucking told him this. I've never worked with somebody with a work ethic that strong, and that's really
Crazy.
important to me. It's really. I have a good work ethic. I mean, I just said that about myself, so who knows? But I think I do. Thank you.
work hard.
And I really value it in other people, and I don't really know a lot of people who are also that way, and Kyle's like that.
Yeah, worked so hard. He made our show look nice. We got, more listeners.
Yeah.
Keep telling your friends, though. Now that we don't have a producer, tell your friends, tell your
Yeah.
uncles and aunts.
We've been off twitching for a while. Look, it's just been honestly
Yeah.
so much change that we've been trying to manage. I've been bi-coastal between two cities, and right about the time Kyle had to leave, I found out I can't be bi-coastal anymore. So this is our very last episode recorded in our fucking office.
Yeah.
And this, it's funny, it's bittersweet. I'm really sad to leave here. I'm really sad to leave LA.
Yeah.
It's been my home for over 20 years.
But think about this. It is the worst LA's ever been.
Truly.
You're not
Yeah.
leaving it when it's great.
No,
It's a piece of shit.
it sucks.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have left. And
That's right. I'm
and
the only one left.
the thing is, I went bi-coastal because I've been really craving change in general. 22 years is a long time to be somewhere, especially when you moved it around every 3 years of your childhood.
Yeah.
And I've been doing stand-up a minute, and I love New York, and so it's good. But yeah, we're moving out of the office, and it's been so cool to have this place. And it's just, man, what a tumultuous, crazy fucking time where everything's changing, and we're just so happy y'all are here with us, sticking with us through. Honestly, I don't think we tweeted in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot's been going on.
So now we're gonna be recording remotely a lot, recording in New York a lot. I'll visit LA. We'll record in LA sometimes, but we'll be we're back around. And if you like our Discord, join our Discord. There's an
Yeah,
invite at
Discord's the best.
discord.whatsitcalled.rodeo. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at whatsitpod. And on Twitch, I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully we'll be getting back to Twitching too. That's twitch.tv/whatsitcalled. And we're also whatsitcalled.rodeo you can find links to everything that I just listed there. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't feel bad. Maybe it's not a big deal, but I feel like we haven't been around online as much, and I want to be. So
Yeah. Just a lot's been going on. We've been doing stuff all around, and
Yeah.
it's big time. But thanks for sticking with us. We love you.
Yeah. And I have a sad piece of news I feel like I want to say on the show, just because at this point y'all know me, but also, yeah, I don't know. It's sort of part of me doesn't want to talk about it because it's very personal. But anyway, my girlfriend and I broke up, and it's very sad. And it's also, we are very much good. She is amazing. I'm not going to outline the reasons why, because that is for sure very personal. But I do want you to know that, she's the best. And we are leaving on absolutely great terms. There wasn't any sort of, shittiness at all. And I'm not even going to give any other details because I don't feel like I have to.
Right.
But it's a horrible thing that makes me very, very sad. And I keep stopping myself because I want to say details that are nice about her
Right.
and nice about our relationship and how we'll be in the future and stuff. But I'm not even going to do that. I don't feel obligated to. I just want everyone to know that I have all of the love in the entire world for her. And I also wanted to say that because I think she might listen to this, and I want
Yeah.
her to fucking know that. But anyway, that's the reason I'm not bi-coastal. It's also a reason why I haven't really been on the internet much. And things have been sad. I've been really sad. Shit's been really hard. I've been trying to figure out how to. It's funny. I was bi-coastal, but I really hadn't. I had moved to New York, but I hadn't moved emotionally.
Right.
So now I'm doing my last Good Heroin. Old Rob Hayes is taking my spot at Good Heroin. Did you know that?
What?
It's going to be Rob Hayes and Lindsay Adams.
That's
host-
amazing.
I know. I'm so excited for it.
Wow. That's incredible.
And I'll be back to visit a few times a year, of course, and I'll be at Good Heroin, and we'll
Right.
record here or whatever. But no, I'm not going to live here. I'm just be visiting from now on. And I hadn't so now I came back to L.A. We're moving out of the office.
Crazy.
I'm getting my car. I'm getting my cat. I'm saying goodbye to so much of my life, and it's been very difficult leading up to this. But it will be. It's just. Literally every single thing in my entire life is changing right now.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
at the end of this month, it will have changed.
Yeah.
And it's like literally time for a full-blown next chapter.
Yeah, next chapter.
Yeah.
And I want to say one more thing about the breakup. It was because she unsubscribed from the Patreon. And that's I told Dave that he had to do it. And
Yeah.
we're a team.
I wanted to say this about the breakup. It's an interesting thing. I've always thought this about breakups. Like, the older I get, the healthier and healthier my breakups get. And like, it's interesting. Like, people you get sad, you get mad. These things all happen in
Yeah, yeah.
breakups. But and so when I was younger, we would have blowout arguments. I had one where the person was really shitty
Yeah.
and was saying horrible, horrible things and threatening to hurt themselves and me and stuff. That is certainly not happening now.
Right.
But what's fascinating is I haven't had a breakup where there wasn't some sort of tribulation I had to endure.
Of course.
There's a weird breakup karma thing where the breakup causes pain to another person.
Yeah.
And you got to pay for that. You do, in one way or another.
Yeah.
One time, I was booked to perform on the roast of Hitler, and I played Hitler.
Whoa.
And so obviously I'm a silly guy. I like stuff, and they asked me to do that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I'll play Hitler. Not thinking about the fact that when you're Hitler at the roast of Hitler, you have to sit on stage dressed as Adolf Hitler the entire show. While the crowd, of course, everyone in the crowd is like, well, we're playing the role of people
Right.
watching. So they're all booing me and yelling, you suck and fuck you. And it just happened to line up where that was 2 days after the breakup. and so and I hadn't planned it that way, but I
Oh, that's funny.
dude. And they dressed me as Hitler. There are photos of it on the internet.
So funny, man.
And then one by one, other characters from Hitler's life, Eva Braun and fucking other people from World War II came up. And then one of the people booked on the show was a good friend of my ex that we had just broken up.
Oh, my God.
And she, shit all over Hitler and then shit all over me and
What?
talked about the breakup. Kind of I would say, here's the thing. She's great, and we're buds. I'm not upset. But at the time, she just sort of misjudged where my head would be at with the breakup.
Yeah.
And just shat all over me to a crowd that was booing me, and I'm
a lot of
dressed as
people
Hitler.
misjudged the way Hitler's head was at.
And so I went into the green room and cried, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like,
to
"It's
see Hitler crying in a green room, it's just every part of it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
And you're feeling guilty about the breakup.
yeah,
Hitler's feeling guilty.
yeah,
That the Holocaust is the biggest breakup probably ever.
yeah."
That's just God. That has to be a sketch. That has to be something in your life.
I
in a
know,
movie.
I know.
God, it's funny.
And this time it's
Crying.
all peace and love and nice, and it'll be
Yeah.
okay. And I don't even want to assume, because I'm sure that there are, I don't know. Anyway, again, I keep not wanting to say details because
Right.
it's
Yeah.
only worth discussing between her and me. But what I have to do is I have to drive a 17-year-old cat in a car with 138,000 miles on it from California to New Jersey in the summer. That's
Wow.
my payment. That's my penance.
Yeah, you got to do something. You got to
Yeah.
do something. And we have a little countdown clock on our website for her 18th birthday, so check that out when Funk turns 18.
Dude, I bought a booster seat. I bought a mesh divider from the front and back because it's illegal to have. So here's the thing: I could have flown the cat, but my cat peed on everything I ever owned up until a year ago when we moved into Nikki's place, and she loves Nikki and doesn't pee on anything. And she's 17, and I'm about to move her into my place, and so I'm like, I clearly have to be present in this cat's life in order to create a situation in which she's not stressed, she doesn't pee on stuff, and she's happy. So I'm not going to fly her because she'd lose her mind. So
yeah. Flying with a cat, they're just up there making that creepy noise in the little cage.
everyone wants to kill you.
Yeah.
So and I don't want to keep her in the carrier in the car because she hates the fucking carrier.
Yeah.
So I bought a booster seat I can clip her into so she can't freak out and run under the brake pedal. It's illegal to like have a loose cat in the car for that reason in some states.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I bought a waterproof protector blanket that goes over the entire back seat and a mesh divider with a little zipper door in it so she can like go into the back and I can like zipper it shut. I catted the car up, dude. It's like I bought a portable air conditioner in case something happens in the desert.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you're ready.
I'm fucking ready for a journey.
Dude, you got to document this somehow.
I know. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. The funk the funk road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of
It's a
things are
really
changing.
insane. Literally, yeah, we're moving out of the office today. We're going to tomorrow. Well, today we're recording. Tomorrow we're moving out. We're inviting people over. We're going to get drunk in here one more time.
Hell
and
yeah,
that's
dude.
that.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to just live in New York and Jersey City
That's wild.
after living here for 20. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
wild.
crazy. But thanks. Oh, hell yeah. Let's crack open a Mayberry. I know you're drinking at home with us.
Yeah,
You're on your
totally.
way to work, chugging a Mayberry IPA, driving a car.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, driving a car, chugging
Not
a beer.
like a fake car. We don't want to say you're
like a Power Wheels.
in the back of a Tesla. Well, that's open
You think you can
container
get a
shit.
DUI in a Power Wheels?
You can get one on a horse.
That's true.
You can get one on a bike. You can probably get one on a.
You heard it here, folks. El Segundo Brewing. Don't drink it on a horse.
But like, can you get a DUI on a horse in a field? If you get a DUI on a horse, why not just when you're running around? Fine, running around a track drunk.
What?
Is that okay?
What do you mean?
If I'm using my own legs for transportation.
Wait, when? What do you mean?
If you can get one on a horse, why not just? What if I'm riding on your shoulders?
Right.
And I'm drunk.
Yeah.
You know, is that a DUI?
Well, it's no, because you're not in charge of me.
Yes,
But
I
you're in
am. Yes, I am. That's why I
true.
ride Dave around.
It'll be like that movie Ratatouille.
would Ratatouille get a DUI
I get a
under the hat?
huge hat. A hat bigger than Caleb. And he sits in my hair. Dude, you know what happened to me the other day? Yesterday, I was with Simon Gibson walking around in like the Beechwood Canyon area,
Yeah.
like where UCB Franklin is. Are you a fan of the Far Side, the rap group?
Yeah, they're good.
They're
I
one of
don't
my
really know much of
favorites.
them, but they're-
Oh, okay. Their first album is called Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. It's so dope. Honestly, like I've probably listened to that album 5,000 times. You know what I mean?
Damn,
It's like
dude.
I when I found it, I listened to it every day for fucking ever.
Yeah.
This dude runs up to us, this black dude in his 50s, runs up to us. And he's like, "Hey, fellas, you guys listen to The Far Side?" And we were like, yeah, totally. And he's like, "I'm Jay Swift from The Far Side." He's just on the street.
What?
And we were like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "I know, you don't know that, but hold on. I love Google." And he takes out his phone. He searches Jay Swift from The Far Side, shows him a photo, and it's him. And we're like, "Holy shit." And what the fuck? And we're just talking to this guy. And then he's like, starts telling us something. And it takes him about a minute to say. And then at the end he says, can I have $26?
What?
I know, dude.
Whoa.
It was like the
dude.
most like, I should move to New York. I definitely shouldn't
What?
fucking live here.
Why did he need $26?
It was because the band was on tour in Spain and they got arrested for weed or something, and found out that he found out that, or no, they were on tour somewhere, and they got arrested, and he found out he's not an American citizen because he was like born in Spain.
What?
His parents were in Spain when he was a kid, and it just never got figured out. And so as a result, he like has to get a new visa or some shit, and he's waiting for like his BMI check to come.
What the hell?
Yeah, and we were like, "Fuck, dude, we don't have $26." I'm so sorry, but it was just so crazy. It was like,
Wow.
it was just like, I mean, that's a group I would have thought would be all right. I wouldn't think that they would be millionaires forever.
I tell you don't want to meet your heroes, and you really don't want to give them $26.
No, you don't want to. Yeah, totally.
Boy, that'd be a bummer.
It's just so nuts, dude.
And then to not have it is funnier too. He's like, "Damn, my fans don't even have money."
Yeah.
Damn.
You meet the president, he asks you to use your bathroom. It's just so like, this is the way that these people should not be humanized, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's also the ups and downs of Hollywood are like in the span of a minute, I went from being so happy to so sad.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this town is.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a town where people get famous and that gets taken away from them.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
It's crazy,
It's pretty
dude.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's so funny to me too that like Louis C.K. went from like the cover of the Rolling Stone, #1 comedian in the world, and now he like emails all of us once a week, and he's like, "Hey, remember me? I was the most famous comedian in the world. Anyway, it's just
Dude.
like so weird to get those." And he's like, I'm trying to get my movie into theaters. I don't really know what's going on." I'm like,
Oh, funny. I don't get these. I don't. You're
no.
You're like on his.
They
mailing
go to your
list.
spam folder, but if you check your
Oh,
spam
he
folder,
emails every comedian.
yeah, he
That's
emails
funny.
everyone in the world. He can't.
Wow, that's so funny.
It's just sad, you go from the
Yeah.
it could happen at any.
Yeah.
it's
No
funny.
shit.
And then you're just like, oh.
Hey, what's up? You guys like Jay-Z? I'm Jay-Z.
I need $26.
And I need, you know why I need $26? Because the mayor threw my mansion in the trash. It is like a reminder, like, I mean, no one's impenetrable.
That's true. Everybody's human. Everybody shits, puts pants on one leg at a time, all that. Yeah, you can't help it.
That's so funny. You guys like, I want to do this with everybody. You motherfuckers like Eminem? I'm fucking Eminem.
I'm Eminem.
Yeah.
And hey, we need $26. So if you subscribe to our Patreon,
There it is.
you will get so many cool benefits. You get bonus episodes every week, and they're good quality, funny episodes.
Damn right.
They're great, and you get cool shit. Well, sometimes we'll mail you cool shit if you want.
You also get a shout out.
That's right.
On the show. We have some new patrons to shout out this week. Shout out to Former Young American.
Former Young American.
I don't know if you're formerly young or formerly American, but we're happy that you're here.
Whoa,
Former
well,
Young
I hope,
American.
I hope it's formerly American because it sucks to get old.
That's true. Yeah. Stay young.
Stay young.
Forever young. That's my...
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Forever Young American.
Shout out to Katie Gray.
Katie Gray.
Thanks so much for joining our Patreon. Shout out to Dustin Gray.
Whoa.
Wow. I wonder
The
if you
Gray
guys know
kids.
each other. Yeah, totally.
Wow. I wonder
and
if they're fraternal twins.
shout out to Jonathan Pruitt.
Jonathan Pruitt. Hell yeah, Jonathan Pruitt. What's up, buddy?
Welcome so much.
Man.
Welcome so much.
Now-
Welcome to the show. You
Now
get
our
it.
Patreon is really getting going. Make sure to join. Tell your friends. Now that we don't have a producer in an office, this show really needs you.
It really is. I wish I could put y'all in. I mean, I'm sure you like get it, but I wish you could put it in our brains. It's so wild. I like when I told Kyle about the breakup on the call, he was like, "Damn, this is really bad timing, man, but I have to leave the show." And I was
wow.
like, and the thing is that like it's fine because we all are living our lives, and I didn't like get mad or anything, but we laughed about it. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Literally, and I know numerous people that I like wouldn't have guessed were happening that are having a breakup going on right now, and a lot of people moving. Really feels like a time. We're all like changing fucking
Everything's
everything.
changing.
It's crazy.
One rule I would say about breakups is you're not allowed to break up with someone on the day that one of their grandparents dies.
Yeah. Did you
know?
do that once?
Yeah. Both times? No.
Wow.
And I killed their grandparents.
Totally.
But no,
Yeah.
that's a thing where it's like if you're like, ooh, this is the week for the breakup. You gotta
You gotta
wait
wait a
till
little
after.
bit.
You can't do it the day of a death in the
I
family.
learned the hard way, man. I broke up with my dad the day my mom died. I was like, sorry, I know it's a bad day, but I'm not going to suck your dick at the funeral.
See, that's why you gotta join the Patreon. You get more cool riffs.
Lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, good
totally.
shit.
Yeah.
And if you join at the producer level, you get a shout out on every show. That's pretty
right.
cool.
You're
Every
going to find
single
out their
film.
names in just a minute.
You'll be the only producer.
Dude, should we fucking rename
You gotta rename
Trader
Joe's. Trader Joe's. A classic Kyle Kinane bit and a great place to get snacks.
That Kinane bit is really crazy.
Yeah, it's really
It's also a good point. He talks about how, like, based on where the food, like what type of ethnic food it is, that it has a different name. So
Yeah.
Chinese bags of frozen Chinese food have the name Trader Ming's.
Trader Ming.
It's just like
Trader Giotto.
there's
Trader Jose.
He doesn't have it in the bit, but I noticed there's a hand soap that's like French lotion or whatever.
Oh boy.
And it's Trader. It's so stupid. I forget what it was, but it's a
Yeah.
French name.
Yeah, and French is not as funny.
Trader Baguette or whatever.
Trader surprisingly
Trader Mona
anti-Semitic.
Lisa. Yeah, totally. Trader like very racist. Wow. A whole country. Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
You ready for this, dude? You
Oh
wanna
hell
do
yeah,
this shit?
dude! Let me get my list. Trader Joe's. I go there a lot. I like it,
Yeah, I like
but
it
I
too.
also hate it.
It's so specific. It's so
Yeah.
specifically
Not
fucking
on Postmates. They won't deliver their groceries to you because they want you in there.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
they're an in the room
All
kind
right,
of guy.
let's see. All right, my first name is Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh, okay. I don't really get it,
I don't either.
but it's funny.
They have the same vibe.
All right. Does anyone know what any of this stuff is?
I got Quinoa.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at that.
Hell yeah, dude. Itty bitty piggly wiggly.
I got, hey, do you want some chips made out of birdseed?
Yeah. Dude, it's such a funny place. Costco for dummies.
I got the best little Target in Honolulu.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Okay, let me see if this one makes sense. Ralph Snader's.
Oh, that's great.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got, ooh, babe, did you see these bacon, egg, and plywood sandwiches? We could put them in the air fryer.
LOL, what's a parking lot?
I got one of those cups you drink a Moscow Mule out of, but it's a whole building.
The weird fucking peanut butter store. They got like a billion types
They
of
do
peanut
have
butter.
a lot
Yeah.
of kinds. Where it's just like, you can just do peanuts. We all like that.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, our wine's bad. That's funny, huh?
Never open, doesn't have anything.
Ooh, pasta made out of old paper towels. That'll be nice for when your mom visits, babe.
The 7-Eleven in Margaritaville.
Oh, I love that. Hey, babe, are we out of cashew pudding? Babe, I forgot to check the level on our tub of cashew pudding.
Beer, kale, oat milk, and pizza.
Hey, babe, does this rabbit cheese smell right to you?
I feel like
Babe,
you're yelling at Jenny a
babe,
lot. In Trader
rabbit
Joe's.
cheese.
An entire aisle of nuts. That's the most amazing part of it to me,
Yeah.
is how many bags of nuts and
So many
dried
bags
fruit.
of nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, here's a bag of nuts for $1. Here's a bag of nuts for $2.
And the brands they come up with, like, it's obviously all repackaged generic Kroger items. It's
Yeah.
like the same thing, but yeah, just like Toast O's. A box of Toast O's.
Yeah.
And then they'll randomly have like 10 types of prosciutto.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I can't stop going, and I don't like it. And my last name is The White House.
Oh, dude.
The White House, dude.
That's really, really good. Holy shit.
Hell yeah. Trader Joe's.
All right.
What a place.
We are at What's It Pod on Twitter if you want to chime in.
And you should. It's the funnest part of Twitter.
Yeah.
We'll shout out. If you got a good name, we'll yell it out.
Yeah. At Plus Greg said, aspiring boat owner Albertsons.
From at Winslow Dumaine, why are graham crackers $11 goddamn dollars?
Oh, this is great. At Bogdoot, Lewis and Clerks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's great.
That's clever.
Um,
Oh, I like this one. This is great from at Bobby Benedict. Joseph Entertainment Cheese.
that's
great.
That's really fucking great. At It Was Just Austin, ethnic food for dummies.
Another from Bobby Benedict. Toby Keith's I love this gentrified neighborhood.
I saw that. That's great.
fun.
At John Eats Dogs, El Segundo Grocery Company.
What?
Yeah.
Another plug for the best brewery in the world.
Yeah, totally. If you drink El Segundo beer, you will never, ever get a disease.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Ooh, from at Says Mills, the Jam Band of grocery stores. Hell
The
yeah.
Jam Band of
The
grocery
Jam
stores.
Band of grocery stores.
At Strum My Banjo, Simple Steve. I don't know why that gets me.
Steve. At Sadie Quills, Partial Foods. Now that is clever.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Partial Foods.
At Boogeyman Weather, Gentrifood. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, at Joe MF Rains. Shout out Joe Rains, really funny comedian.
Hell
Slacker Barrel.
What? Oh,
That might be
damn.
the one.
I think that might be
really damn, dude.
That is good shit, Joe.
At Course RA Dropout, Theater Kid Food.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I think that's
Theater kid
accurate.
food?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. At Ian_Gecko, Liberal Safeway.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one from at Cowboy. What is this? At Cowboy. At Cowboy Mutua said Barter Bob's Sample Shack. That's just a fun one to say.
That's good.
Let's see. We got
At Dave and Caleb's mom, Parking Lot Nightmare and Snacks. Very accurate.
yeah, what is up with the parking? What's going on?
Dude,
there?
it's insane.
All right, let's see. Oh, there was a hidden one. You know, they hide the really crazy ones. From at Kyle Kordsmere, Trader Hose,
Okay. Yeah.
where we don't root for you and beat your ass if you wear a Hawaiian shirt.
At Kickasatron, Trees and Teds.
I think my
I mean, it's got to be Joe Rains, dude.
that was really good. Slacker Barrel, I think you get the Ricky shit
Yeah.
for the week, Joe Rains.
Hell yeah, Joe Rains.
Thanks for tweeting at us. And hey, if you didn't get yours read this week, just keep tweeting at us. You'll always get it read eventually. We got so many funny people that tweet in, and we love you all very much.
This was so much fun.
Hell yeah! What a
Thanks for
podcast.
riding this change with us.
Hell
and,
yeah!
And like, yeah, I don't know. I tend to get emotional at change. I tend to, I just do. So, I guess thanks for riding that with me too. Is what I wanted to say.
Hey, but we love you. We love to laugh and live, laugh, love, and eat, pray, cry, and
And we love this office. And I don't know. It's. I guess it's weird. It's like we talked about it. Kyle leaving. I'm moving, which means it's going to be remote a lot. And Caleb and I had this conversation where it was like not even a question that we would keep doing the podcast.
of course, yeah.
And like a lot of things just end when you're not in the same city or whatever. But for us, it's like, no, this is our fucking podcast, man.
Yeah, we
and it's
love it.
cool that it's like now, no matter what happens, this is my fucking podcast. Because this is
That's right.
like one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life.
And join that Patreon so I can fly to New York and we can.
Totally. Yeah.
Flights are $1,200 one way,
Yeah.
so that'll help. But yeah, join the Patreon,
Yeah.
get that free shit. And
Please.
if you join as a producer, you at the $25 level, shout out on every single episode.
You're damn right.
That's right.
Speaking of which,
And
wow.
we need you because we don't have an in-house producer anymore. We only have you,
Shout out to Dante Beckwith,
Dante Beckwith,
Peter Cumistra,
Cumistra,
Amanda Richards,
Amanda,
James Colton,
Oh hell yeah!
Anna Snyder, Peter
Dude.
Dahlberg, Eric Williams, and Jane Palatini. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for being our producers.
We love you.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to miss this fucking office.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss this fucking town. I'm going to miss good heroin. But we'll see you guys fucking next week, dude.
Yes, we will.
Hell yeah.
What's it called? What's it called?